Hola, church family! Okay.
Bye, Hannah.
Hey guys, it's Hannah. I am just about to start my vlog. I've never vlogged before, but I've decided that I'm going to vlog to update you on where I am. Some of you might have realised that I'm not at home, or not at church, or not shopping. Yeah, so I kind of want to just give you a reason why I've moved. So I've moved to Watford, London. Why I'm here, I'm on a Soul 61 course, and I'll go more into depth about what that is. How I got here, the journey of getting here, and any other questions that Gemma, who is filming, is going to ask me. So
Hannah.
Yes, Gemma.
What is Soul 61?
So, Soul 61 is a leadership course that Soul Survivor Watford Church run. They have done it for many years, and it's a 10-month leadership course, so it kind of runs from like the end of October, start of November, right the way through to the end of August. It is developing leaders is their slogan. Yeah. So the course aims, so there's 2 streams on the course. So there's the worship stream, which is quite new. I think it's only been like a year or 2 old, and then there's a leadership stream. So there are, I think there's 19, or there's potentially 21 of us. There's still people coming to, like, needing to arrive. There's some interns who aren't specifically Soul 61ers. They're Mike Pilavachi's interns, but they join us whenever they're not travelling around the world. Yeah, so the leadership stream, there's a group of us on it, and that is just kind of individual placements throughout the church. So there's kids team, where people are working with the kids of the church throughout the weekend, at weekends, like on Sunday services and things. There's media, so that's really based like behind cameras and the media and the edit of things and things I don't understand, but someone does. And then there's 4 other ones which are brand new placements this year. So it is the pastors of the church. So the 4, there's Johnny Stevens, who I've worked with before, ushering at Week C. There is Liz Potter, Nicola Rolfe, and Ali Martin. And throughout them, there's loads of different kind of things that they get involved in. So that's outreach, creative things, the kind of overall running of speaking. So I have just started my placement this week. I started it on Monday with Ali Martin. I will do another vlog kind of telling you a lot more about that. I'm not going to put everything into this vlog. I'm going to run a vlog kind of, I was going to do it weekly, but I think I'm going to do it themely. I'm going to do it by theme. So this one's just kind of introducing you to Soul 61, why I'm here, how I got here. I'm going to do one of a tour of the house, a tour of Watford, a tour of the warehouse, and I am going to do one on like what a normal week in Soul 61 looks like. I know that I would have definitely benefited before I came here if there was a vlogger who kind of just detailed what the kind of daily life bits, the practical bits of Soul 61, things to bring, things to move with. So I'm going to do a completely different one for any future Soul 61ers, so that you can kind of get an idea and not be in the position that we have been in of getting here and not having batteries for fairy lights, which is a whole other story that I will tell you about that Gemma's involved in. Anyway, so that is all my themes. Meet the Soul 61ers. So I'm going to get all of the Soul 61ers to just tell you a bit about them, what stream they're on, where they're from. There's a lot of banter about where people are from. We get made fun of being Scottish, but there's 4 of us, so we're rising. And yeah, so I'm going to do themes.
And how did you hear about Soul 61, and how did you get here?
Oh, no, that's a good question. I heard about Soul 61 when I was 16 or 17, so that was like 8 years ago. But I turned 22 last week. I didn't really, but I'm telling everyone I did because I was 23 and then I didn't want to be 24, so I've gone down the way and I'm going down each year until I reach not. So I am 22. So anyway, that is completely irrelevant. I don't know how I got into that. 16. So I was 16 when I heard about this at one of the Soul Survivor festivals. in the summer, where they have it in, so they have these festivals in England. They're now kind of spreading to Scotland, so there's one in Scotland, and it's basically a festival for young people to come and to meet with God and to learn about Him, and just to spend 5 or 6 days with young people their age, and it's an incredible experience. I've been going for years. So I heard about Soul 61 just before I ended school, and I was thinking about it, but if I'm honest, the money and everything just seemed too impossible at that moment. So then as soon as I left school, I went into uni, so that wasn't an opportunity, and it's come up now, and this is the perfect opportunity for me, I think, to be here. It's God's perfect timing, and I am so blessed to be here. So the story of getting here is a good one. It's a wild, crazy one, but I love it. So I only applied to come on the course, so quite a lot of people applied and had their interviews like 2016 November kind of time, in December, which was Gemma. She just waved, but you didn't see her. But I applied 8 weeks before I came here, so I've been here, this is now my 3rd week, technically 2 weeks, so 10 weeks ago. So 11 weeks ago I still had no idea what I was doing. I was still working at the soft play, feeling quite restless, didn't really know what to do with my life, and now I'm here. So 10 weeks ago, it was a Saturday night. I was looking at my options for the future. I'd finished uni, I wanted to move away, didn't really know what to do, where to go. So I just looked at how could I move to England, and I don't know why England was in my heart, but it was. So that happened on the Saturday night. Also on the Saturday night I met someone from Week C. I worked with him, called Dom. He's on the course, and we spoke about Soul 61 because he'd already been accepted. He kind of told me about what it was, what he was doing, and I thought, I need to get in on this, so I did. So that was the Saturday night. The Sunday, I told my mum about it. I was really unsure about whether to do it, and my mum just said, do you know what, like, we're just going to pray for confirmation whether this is the right thing to apply for or not. And this was on the way to church on the Sunday morning. So we got to church, and the whole church service was about, like, the kind of message was, when God tells you to go, you go. And it was a bit like, right, this is right. So the Sunday night I filled out my application, which was long and boring, but necessary, so I did that. On the Sunday night, laughing at me.
Necessary.
So I sent it away, and then on the Monday I got an email from Karen, who's one of the course leaders. I now call her Kaza. We're on that level. Yeah, so I got an email from her being like, would love to interview you tomorrow, being the Tuesday. I'm over Skype because I could not travel during a day to Watford. Yeah, so we had the Skype interview. It was nice. It was a bit awkward meeting someone over Skype, but that was okay. So we had the interview, which went well. And then straight after it, I was unsure whether it was right or not. So my mum and I decided to kind of just take some time to really pray, fast, and figure out like what God was saying about it. I felt like He was being quite quiet, so I was like, I'm preparing for when you're going to speak. So that was a Tuesday. The Wednesday, my friends, who I miss so much, Jenny, Callum and Kieran, they were over at my house. We were having a Chinese takeaway, which I miss because the Chinese here is not great, but we'll find a better one. Yep, so we were all chatting in the living room, chilling out. My mum had gone over to my grand's to stay, to give us the space, and she came back and had said that she'd kind of shared at her life group on the Tuesday night about the fact that I'd done my application, that I didn't know what to do, and just prayer for if this was the door to be opened. This was the door to be opened. So yeah, Wednesday she came in and straight through like the living room really quickly, went into the kitchen, and she was quite upset. Well, she looked upset, she was crying, so I couldn't figure out what had happened. So I ran into the kitchen trying to figure out what had happened, and she basically just said, she was like, I have just had a text from someone to say that they have anonymously paid for the course. Now the course is £6,500, which is a lot of money, especially in 8 weeks to find. it covers your accommodation, your house, your rent, your electricity and gas and all those kind of bills, your travel within the UK with Soul 61, the course, any material that you get with the course. So it is good for 10 months living in London. It's subsidised as much as they can, but it's still a massive amount to find, and that was going to be a massive barrier to me even coming here. And I needed a miracle to happen, and a miracle did happen. That was just incredible that these people who have paid for the course for me just said that they just saw God's call in my life to do this. Really believed the words that have been spoken over me in past 5 times in 5 years about an Esther calling, and that's just mental. Anyway, yeah, so the Wednesday, so she told me that, we just burst out crying, both of us just sobbing, we didn't know what to do. I was just amazed, and I was like, this is the door open, and then the realisation hit me. I hadn't even been accepted for the course yet. So I was like, oh dear, flip, what did I do? So then on the Wednesday night, like the whole Thursday was like freaking out. Like I was just sitting like checking my phone, and Karen wasn't emailing me, and I was like, come on. And she was going on holiday on the Thursday, and she wasn't going to get back until the following Saturday, so I was like, I'm not going to hear from her, I'm not going. So then I decided to be bold, and I emailed her being like, Kaza, at that point Karen, what's happening? Am I on the course? And she replied, and she was like, yep, would love to offer you a place. I screamed, I cried, I actually fell on my bed, and everything was great. So that's how I've ended up coming here. So for the 7 weeks I gave my notice into work, which was sad because I actually enjoyed working there, and I actually missed the people that I worked with, and they felt like family. And they had a lovely leaving night for me, so thank you guys. I miss all of my friends and family so much, you have no idea. Like I've had a couple of breakdowns since being here, but yeah, so that's how I got here. Travelling down was a whole other story. It was a journey, but I won't go into that because there's been so much in this vlog already. I just like to chat. Yeah, so that's how I got here.
I love that story.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Do you know who else loves that story? God.
Good answer.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions, Gemma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
She's English.
Yes, I am. I'm English. What's the question? Oh yeah. What are your aims and hopes for the year?
Oh. Oh. That's a question and a half. My aim is to really treat this year as like a retreat, a chance to be away from what I've grown up in, push myself out of my comfort zone every day, not just once, but in everything I go into, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Not that I am so out of it that I don't know what I'm doing or I don't feel comfortable, but I know that God knows the limits and He'll take me there. My aim is to figure out what I want to do after the 10 months. That would be nice, because I have no idea. So my hope is to create a family with everyone that's here. We already feel like family. We're already like sharing and laughter and sharing food and sharing houses and homes and days and weeks and time and everything together, but really becoming family, that in 10 years time 2 of us go out on mission separately and meet each other somewhere and we're like, oh my goodness, we did Soul 61 together, and all that kind of stuff would be amazing. And personally, just that I would learn to trust God more, go on a really personal journey with Him. And another aim of this year is to bring you all with me, to blog my actual thoughts and how I'm actually feeling in my journey with God a bit more personally, kind of like a diary, but I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be possible yet because it's a really busy schedule that we've kind of got, so maybe vlogging's best. But I would love for any of you. If you've got any questions or just anything that you want to talk to me about, please just message me. If you've got any themes or anything that you want me to talk about and do a vlog on, let me know so that I can get Gemma to film me again, and I'll pay her in chocolate. Oh, we also have an iBrew cupboard that I'm going to show you, and it makes me so happy. Like, so happy. I've had such withdrawal symptoms, I'm shaking, but we won't go into that. So that's my aims and hopes for Soul 61 in the year.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome indeed.
Awesome. Yes, so just to repeat, thank you so much for your prayer and your support and everything. I hope that this has, I mean, it's been jumbled, but my head is jumbled all the time. Most of you will be used to that. If you're not, then get used to it, because I ain't changing. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.